Hi Stampers, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this quilted pattern design, and I show you how to do this basically using just scraps that you have laying around that maybe you don't have quite enough to make another card with, but you might have just little strips that you can use. So I'll show you what we do. You're going to just go ahead and pick out a pattern of paper with all different types of patterns, textures. You can even just use embossed paper and use the same color, which is really pretty if you do like white with white polka dot and the square lattice, and you can do all kinds of things. But I just use a variety of paper here, and then we're going to go ahead and start building our little design. I've chosen to use one of the label designs from the kit. This is from the Framelits. And these are the ones that you can actually go ahead and cut out on your Big Shot machine. These are available in the mini catalog. And I went ahead and cut this out using this particular label right here. And ran it through my Big Shot, and then you actually get this piece. And you have the leftover negative to use for something else. So those are really, really cool to use. So what we're going to start doing is we're going to start building on this. So what I'm going to do is just put some adhesive along just the outer part of what I'm going to be using for my design. So we're going to go ahead and start taking our little pieces of paper and laying them across our design and building our pattern. So you're going to alternate patterns on here, of course. And just, you know, whatever makes you happy, that's the patterns that you want to use. So this is a pretty small piece, so this is going to go fairly quickly. The bigger the piece, of course, takes a little bit more paper, a little more time, but you'll get the idea here. So we're all done basically doing that part. So then you're going to go ahead and start running your paper through the other way. So I've turned my paper the other way. I'm going to take my pink cardstock. We're going to go ahead and run this through. Now you're going to have to kind of pop this up a little bit because there is some glue under here, of course, just on the edges. So you're going to want to pop it up just a little bit to get through there. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and start just weaving your paper, your strips, and these are about 1/2 inch strips through. And you're going to do every other one, you're going to kind of pop up and put it underneath. So this pink strip is on the top of this pattern paper, underneath this one, on the top, underneath, on the top. So just kind of keep doing that and weaving these through. I'm going to get another piece and show you. So the next piece that I'm going to use, I'm going to go under this piece here. So again, you may have to lift this up slightly because there's a little bit of glue under there. But you at least want to get it going, and then you can put it back down again. So go ahead and, that one's under. Now the next strip's over. Now you're going to work this one under. So just kind of keep doing that pattern. And this one's under. So again, I may have to lift it up slightly because there's a little bit more glue on this side. But with the snail glue, you know, it's not going to dry real hard, real fast. So you do have a little bit of time to go ahead and do this weaving pattern. And just keep weaving it until you get to the end. I'm just going to slip this one underneath, and I'll show you what you do at the end then. And you get this really nice myriad of papers and colors and patterns. And it just gives it a really pretty, almost like a look that you would do if you were like sewing something or crafting something. So it's really pretty. So I've got a couple of those built on there. I'll probably just do one more strip just to show you. And then we'll finish this off. And this one's going to go over and then under. And you can kind of bend your paper a little bit too to get these to open up a little bit. There you go. And that one's going to go over, and then this one's going to go under. And again, just kind of bend your paper to get these to pop up a little bit. There you go. Okay. So we've got all that done. I'm going to trim off the excess from the back here. And If I didn't use my Big Shot, you can just go ahead and trim it with the scissors. But since I did, I'm going to go ahead and just trim it with my framelits and run it back through the Big Shot to get this all trimmed out and even. So I'm going to go ahead and put my framelit back on, get my Big Shot, and run it back through. And then I'll show you just how to finish off the actual piece. Now, like I said, you can cut this with the scissors if you haven't used the Big Shot. That's fine. You just want to trim off the excess paper. Okay, so now I've got all the excess trimmed off, and there's my pattern. So now what you need to do is go back around and just take a little bit of snail, and those pieces that you put on the top, just go ahead and put those, snail those down just a little bit there again, wherever it's loose, and kind of lift up and feel it. A little bit of snail underneath again, this one as well, and there you have it, a little pattern paper quilt. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.